Alright guys, we're on lesson 77. Those pages of the book are linked to your Google Classroom. If you need to pull those up and pause the video and look at that at any time, you can. I sent you home with these papers. If you don't have this paper, just get a blank paper. Make sure you number it and write down any A, B, C extensions that these problems have. So for number 1, on page 539, that's the first page, use the information in the pictograph to answer parts A through C. And I'll kind of scoot this over so you can see it for a second. It looks like we're comparing water, tea, milk, and juice. One picture of a cup is equal to 8 ounces, which is 1 cup. And the first question is, how many pints of liquid did Matt drink in one day? So we know that 1 pint equals 2 cups. So for every 2 images we see, that is 1 pint. So I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 cups. That is not the number of pints. You need to divide 14 in half because for every 2 we have a pint. And make sure you label that answer pints. B. Matt drank twice as much water as he did what other beverage? You count the number of water glasses you see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we're looking for something that is half of 6. For part B, which beverage has half of 6? So I've helped you with B. Now let's move on to C. You may pause and choose the answer on your Google form anytime. I highly recommend you do that. Remember, Google Forms, if you X out, it may not save your answer. I recommend that you write your answer on your paper so if your internet goes down, you have your answers and you can just go through and click them. C. He drank exactly 1 quart of which beverage? 1 quart is 2 pints, which is 4 cups. Which beverage would that be? Moving on to number 2. There were 4 rooms. 1/4 of the 56 guests gathered in each room. So this is a divide by the denominator problem. You have 56 guests divided into 4 rooms. How many guests were in each room? So solve your division problem. Your answer is the number of guests that are in each room. But what percent is that? And the denominator is what's going to help you with that. 1/4 is what percent? 1/4 is what percent? Think of it like quarters. If I have 1 quarter out of 4 quarters, what percent of a dollar do I have? Number 3, we're turning the page. We've got a number line here. Which of these answers could be pointing to 2,500? So the ends of this number line are equal to 2,000 and 3,000. We're wanting to find right in the middle 2,500. Which one is closest to being right in the center? A, B, or C is right in the middle. Right, so if you want to pause, choose that answer real quick, come right back. Number 4, Zoe estimated the sum of 682, 437, and 396 by rounding to the nearest hundred. What was Zoe's estimate of the actual sum? So just write down 682. I always write the original number. 437 and 396. But we are rounding to the nearest hundred on each of them and then finding the sum. So round and then find the sum. Number 5, what fraction of the set is shaded? I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 all together, and 1 is shaded. Think about what that is as a fraction. Which number is your numerator? What you have all together or what is shaded is on the top. And what is your denominator, the bottom? The number that is shaded or the number that you have all together? Number 6. Javante weighed 9 pounds when he was born. How many ounces is that? So on number 6, you need to know that 1 pound is equal to 16 ounces. So to find the number of ounces he weighed, make sure you multiply 16 times 9. Okay. Number 7. The segment below is how many centimeters long? The segment is how many millimeters long. You have to remember that 1 centimeter is equal to 10 millimeters. So basically you just throw a 0 on the end of your answer in centimeters and you have the answer in millimeters. This is a part A and part B question. Make sure you get both. Number 8. A company was sold for $7,450,000. Use words to write that amount of money. I'll repeat that slowly, okay? $7,450,000. Do not forget about those dollars. Number 9. If each side of a hexagon is 1 foot long, how many inches is its perimeter? You need to know how many sides is a hexagon. You can Google it. If you don't know, just Google it. And then the place they're trying to trick you is each side is 1 foot long, but they're asking for the answer in inches. So make sure that if you find the number of sides, you multiply that by 12 to find the answer. All right. Number 10. This is just addition. 93,417 plus 8,915. Find the sum. I'm running out of room here. Number 11. 42,718 minus K, minus sum, is equal to 26,054. Remember, when we have a subtraction problem where we have an unknown, if you don't know the top, what you started with altogether, then you add. But here, we know what we started with all together, so we may subtract to find the difference, and that will be what K is equal to. To find the answer to number 11, you need to subtract. Number 12. You're going to have to make sure you write small or use a different piece of paper. I recommend using a different piece of paper, but I'm going to try to fit this on here for you to see. I have 1,307. I'm going to make sure to give myself plenty of space, just putting one number in each box and lining up the place value. Then I add 638. Next, 5,219, 138, and 16. The ones, the tens, the hundreds, the thousands, they're all lined up. And now you may add. Number 13, $100 minus $86.32. So they have written the decimal with 0 cents for 100 so that it makes it much easier to subtract $86.32. Number 14. Remember, you can pause anytime and just go ahead and solve these, but I'm going to move on to 14. That is 405,158. And I am subtracting 396,370. Number 15. 567 times 8. All right, I'm going to flip my paper over. $16 is 84 cents, and they've written it without a decimal point. I'm going to write it with one so that you do not forget. You have to have a decimal in this answer, it will be incorrect. Times 30. And I'm going to do this one for you. This is one that we've still had a little bit of issue with. The book taught us to offset this 0 and just simply put it in our answer. Like we're multiplying by a 10. Just throw that answer, that 0 on your answer, and then you're done with it. Now I'm multiplying 84 cents times 3, and you guys can multiply like this all day long. You're very good at this. 4 times 3 is 12. Carry your 1. 8 times 3 is 24 plus 1 is 25. This answer is incorrect without a decimal point. And whenever you're getting your change at Walmart or Dairy Queen or wherever it is that you are, you never get $2,520 in change for something that is like 30 pieces of gum. That's crazy. So 2 decimal places is how much you have whenever you're counting money, always. 2 decimal places. So it's $25.20. 17, $2.08 times 4. Remember how many decimal places money has? 1, 2, always, then your decimal point. 18, $15 with 2 decimal places divided by 4. I'm going to do this one with you as well. We have not divided with decimals very much at all, or divided with bringing down zeros. So pay close attention. This is something very new. 4, will it go into 1? If I have a 1-car garage, can I fit 4 cars in there? Absolutely not. So I'm going to move to the 2-digit number 15. 4 goes into 15 how many times? It cannot go 4 times because 4 times 4 is 16. That's too large. So we know it's 3. 4 times 3 is 12. Subtract 5 minus 2 is 3. Bring down your 0. And this decimal can just go right up here because I have passed the decimal. I have brought down my 0. I know my next division quotient is going to go after this decimal point. How many 4s are in 30? 4 times 5 is 20. We know it's more than that. 4 times 6, 24. 7, 28. 7 times 4 is 28. I know if I count up from 28, 29, 30. Count up 2 times. Bring down your other 0. Now I'm dividing 20 by 4. And 20 divided by 4 will fit perfectly with no remainder. 4 times 5 is 20. And this was money, so I put a dollar sign. And the answer is $3.75. If I did 5 times 4 and got 20, there would be no remainder. But I don't want to go into that box. Number 19. 936 divided by 6. 20. 4,537 divided by 8. 21. 452 divided by 5. 22. 378 divided by 9. 23. 960 divided by 7. 24. On your Google form, I remember I gave you just the square root of 16 is 4, so I went ahead and gave you that, times n equals 100. We've talked about this a lot. You know you need to isolate the variable, get it all by itself. So you have to do the opposite of what it's asking you to do. So you need to divide. The opposite of multiplication is division. Divide by 4. Divide by 4. This one just gets x'd out, and then 100 divided by 4 will give you your answer. 25. I also helped you out on this one on your Google form. 5b, which is the same as 5 times b, is equal to 10 squared is 100. All right, 26. To what decimal number is the arrow pointing? To what mixed number is this? This might be an A and B problem on your Google form. It's right in the middle of -1 and -2. It is not 2, -2 yet, so you know your whole number is going to be -1. The first part wants you to write that as a fraction, what's right in the middle. The other part wants you to write it as a decimal. What is right in the middle? Think of tenths. 27. Mona turned a quarter turn clockwise, and then she turned 2 more quarter turns clockwise. Altogether, Mona turned how many degrees? And a quarter turn is 90 degrees. We know that is a 90-degree angle. We have not learned this yet. So she turned 1 quarter turn, and then she turned 2 more. So she turned 90 degrees 3 times. So that will give you your answer. 28. Find the perimeter and the area of the rectangle below. Sometimes on your Google form, I called these rectangles like a 5 by 3. That it just means it's 5 units wide, 3 units tall, and you find the area by multiplying, but you still find the perimeter by adding all the sides. So this would be, that A is confusing. This would be the perimeter. And the area would still be 5 times 3. And these are units. 29. The relationship between feet and inches is shown in the table. So 1 foot, 12 inches, 2 feet, 24 inches, 3 feet, 36 inches. Write a rule that describes the relationship. So I will tell you on A, it is a multiplication rule. You multiply by something. You multiply by something. Part B, how many inches are equal to 12 feet? So it will be 12 feet times whatever the rule is. 30, last one. The weight of an object on the moon is about 1/6 of its weight on Earth. Obie's golden retriever weighs 84 pounds. This is a divide by the denominator question. 84 pounds divided by 6 will tell you the weight on the moon. Alright, sorry for the long video today, guys, but I really hope it helps you, and I hope you guys are all doing okay. If you need anything, please send me an email. I miss you very much. And now my cat thinks she's going to come hang out with us. You see her? She's so cute. Alright, I'll see you guys soon.